Is everyone blind? Or is Trackhouse Racing slowly, quietly, systematically sabotaging Shane van Gisbergen right in front of our faces? Yesterday, the Kiwi King erased a 2.9-second deficit at Watkins Glen. 29 seconds. Carved through the entire field like it was a Wednesday sim session. Took the lead with 8 laps to go. Won by 7 seconds. His 7th Cup Series road course win out of 14 starts a 50% win rate on road courses. Jeff Gordon needed 47 starts to get 9. SVG needed 14 to get 7. And yet this man sits 16th in the Cup standings. Now, if you're part of the 3 a.m. crew, and I know you are, because your alarm went off in Sydney, Auckland, or Christchurch at some ungodly hour, so you could watch this bloke race, you already feel it in your gut. Something doesn't add up. The fastest road racer this sport has ever produced is barely clinging to a playoff spot. And the question nobody in the American broadcast booth wants to ask is why? Because the answer might embarrass the people writing the checks. Let's run the numbers, and I mean actually run them, because this is where the story gets uncomfortable. SVG's 2026 oval results read like a horror novel. Las Vegas, 36th. Bristol, 34th. Kansas, 36th again. That one after a penalty for unapproved adjustments, where his crew chief, Stephen Doran, got ejected from the track. He lost pit stall selection, got sent to the rear, and had to serve a stop and go. His average finish across 12 races this season is 18.2. Strip out Watkins Glen and Coda, where he ran second, and his average on ovals alone balloons into the mid-20s. Now, here's the part that should make you furious. The 97 car has started from the back half of the field on ovals repeatedly. 18th at Phoenix, 16th at Las Vegas, 33rd at Darlington, 33rd at Bristol, 33rd at Talladega, 30th at Texas. You can't win races from 33rd. You can barely survive them. His qualifying positions on ovals are consistently worse than his road course speed suggests his raw talent should produce. That tells you something about what the car is giving him on Sundays. Justin Marks himself admitted after Watkins Glen, and I'm quoting directly, "The way we started this season, it's unacceptable to us. It's not up to the standards we set for ourselves." He called the win putting a little air in the room while they engineer the resurgence of the team. Engineer the resurgence, brother? You have a 3-time Supercars champion in the seat. The driver isn't the problem. So where are the engineering resources actually going? Here's where the narrative splits. Connor Zilisch, 19 years old, the number 88 Cup Series rookie, arrived at Trackhouse like a corporate product launch. Red Bull branding, WeatherTech money, replaced Daniel Suarez without blinking. His Xfinity resume is absurd. 10 wins, 18 consecutive top 5 finishes, Xfinity regular season champion, rookie of the year. The kid is real. Nobody is denying that. But look at his 2026 Cup numbers. Average finish, 25.5, 32nd in the standings. Finished 33rd at Daytona, 30th at Atlanta, 29th at Phoenix with a suspension issue, 32nd at Las Vegas, and 33rd at Bristol. He's getting the full rookie baptism. And yet this is the driver. Trackhouse chose veteran crew chief Randall Burnett for 6 Cup wins, 253 Cup races called, and Xfinity championship with Tyler Reddick. Burnett didn't go to SVG's team. He went to Zilisch. The teenager got the championship-winning crew chief. The 3-time Supercars legend kept Stephen Doran, the same crew chief who just got ejected at Kansas for a technical violation. Fair dinkum. Think about that allocation of resources for a second. When Trackhouse restructured for 2026, they poached Brandon McReynolds from Hendrick Motorsports, William Byron's lead race engineer, and gave him to Ross Chastain. They paired Zilisch with Burnett. And SVG? SVG got continuity, which sounds nice, until you realize continuity might just be corporate language for, we already invested the upgrades elsewhere. This isn't about Zilisch being bad. It's about who Trackhouse is building toward, and it doesn't look like the Kiwi King. Now let's talk about what you can't put on a spreadsheet: body language and power dynamics. Watch Justin Marks in his post-race presser after Watkins Glen. He calls SVG a race car driver at a level this sport has never seen on road courses. That sounds like praise, but reread it. On road courses. That qualifier is doing heavy lifting. Marks isn't calling him the future of the team. He isn't saying, this is the guy we build the franchise around. He's calling him a specialist, a road course weapon, a tool you deploy 6 times a year and manage the other 30. Now, contrast that with how Trackhouse introduced Zilisch, the next iteration of Trackhouse. Creating the Trackhouse legacy. That's franchise language. That's the way you talk about the guy you see in the seat for the next 15 years. Nobody is using the word legacy about a 3-6-year-old New Zealander. No matter how many road courses, he dominates. SVG signed a multi-year extension in August 2025 after his 5-win rookie season. Multiple years. Bob Pockras reported it, but no one confirmed the exact end date. Most insiders suggest the deal runs through 2027, possibly 2028. But here's the what if that should keep you awake even at 3 a.m. when you're already up. What if SVG's contract isn't a commitment? What if it's a holding pattern? What if Trackhouse locked him in just long enough to ensure they didn't lose him to a rival before Zilisch was ready to become the undisputed number one? A seat-warmer deal disguised as loyalty. Because there's a pattern in NASCAR that repeats like clockwork. The veteran keeps the seat warm, the young prodigy gets groomed in the background, and when the prodigy is ready, the veteran discovers that multi-year doesn't mean priority. Ask Martin Truex Jr., ask Kevin Harvick in his final seasons, ask Daniel Suarez, the man Zilisch literally replaced. The question isn't whether SVG is elite.